Welcome everybody. Today is, I think, the fourth. Is it the fourth for our oils? It will be. Yeah. Welcome. So today we're going to talk about the fourth oil in my set of 10 oils. I hope you appreciate this. I hope it serves you well. Today we're talking about sacred oil. Sacred oil is. I say every one of my oils is my favourite because they serve a certain purpose. Some overlap with other oils, and this one will overlap slightly with cleansing oil, but it has its own divine frequency. The masculine and the feminine is attached to this. So that's... put that down there and just turn it so you can see it. I normally try and show you. This one is my sacred oil, and as you can see in there, some beautiful pieces of, yes, moldavite, tektite, and so many beautiful sacred stones. So that's the. It's always a pleasure to work with. It really is a pleasure to work with. So sacred oil, how it started was on a meditation, and sat as I do, and a lot of you do, meditate, and all of a sudden I quickly wrote down, and it just came to light, a sacred oil, sacred. And what I wrote down was the three beautiful sacred oils, which has to be Palo Santo. It's a sacred oil, sacred tree. Sage, it is the number one cleansing of all cleansers, in my humble opinion. And frankincense, which has been stolen by the Catholic Church, but frankincense is extremely powerful. So hunting to get the best. Palo Santo, I've already got the best. Sage had to be from around here, so I had to get the best sage from the Alpujarras. And frankincense, I wanted to get the best, so I studied, did a lot of studying, asked a lot of people, and apparently the best frankincense has been taken by the Vatican. So I tried to find out where the Vatican buys it from, and I did my research and got the best. So you've got beautiful three oils in there, including every other oil that I work with. So normally when I start a jar, I will take a little from all my other 9 jars, and that will be my foundation, my base oil. So you've got the memory of every oil in there, and then I begin the work. So a lot of you probably worked through with me when I first came up with this. I was meditating with I think Leila Sati at the time, and we wrote everything down, and so it was just one of those moments where you just get this download. It's called channeling, and it took probably, if you scan back, you'll probably find it took about 3 months before I was happy with everything. I had to then look for the oils, which took ages. I had to find the correct crystals, of course, like all my other crystals. I have to really see which crystals will work the best. And there is some, beautiful crystals in there, not just moldavite and tektite, but there's, wow, gosh, there's so many crystals in there. So many. There's, for instance, alexandrite. Anyway, there's loads of beautiful crystals that I really like, and very rare crystals. So I'd got the perfect oils, the 3 oils, the divine 3, and then the base oil, which is beautiful, all natural, all organic, all food grade. So everything's ready now. So that's the time where, okay, now I have to put a lot of energy work into it, which I did. Probably about 500 hours, something like that. And after so many months, it's like, okay, is it ready yet? Is it ready yet? And I was nervous because, this is the start of making a new oil, and it was such a long period of time before, since I've actually made an oil from the 3 oils that I had. So, I was kind of a little bit apprehensive, but there was a knock at the door, It was about 6 o'clock, I think, in the evening, and there was a girl crying on the step, and there was a guy up on top. It looked like a father, and basically she was crying in her language and trying to speak in a language which she was from Morocco. So anyway, I knew it was bad, and my healing bed was there. I wasn't doing any more healings. I'd retired, but just at that moment, I thought, okay, she was black and blue, and I thought, okay, she's been hurt bad. So anyway, she lay down on the bed, and I did the healing work. It lasted about an hour or 2 hours, something like that, what I can remember. And then she got up, and the father was there, and then they left. I don't really want to go into too much detail, but point being, I was in the room and cleansing it because I needed to really cleanse the room then. I'd just done that healing and opened all the windows, and all of a sudden I felt this pain on down by my bum, down here on the right hand side, just here. And I'm like, friggin' hell, it's like somebody's stabbing me. That hurts. And I realised in a few moments that I'd picked up some of the energy from this lady, and it was dark energy, and it was really painful. It started to get really painful. And soon as I thought about that, something just came to my mind and says sacred oil. And I thought to myself, oh my God, because I was apprehensive. Now, I would have normally gone straight for the cleansing oil, but this is like, okay, it's time to see if this oil really truly works. And you can mock and laugh at me and think, well, you're not very confident, are you? Well, I am confident what I do, but I'm still very aware of what's right and wrong and what's bullshit and what isn't. I'm not just away with the fairies. I want to see if it works first. I want to know if it works. Did that work? Yeah, okay, did that work? And after a while, you realize, okay, it's working now. It's not like, oh, I'm divinely guided. Yeah, I might be, but I still have this apprehension. So I went to the jar, and I took some of the oil out, and I rubbed it on right where this negative, dark, heavy energy was. And there was two revelations here, two penny drop moments where it just blew my mind. For the first time, I felt energy move from there, and I felt it move. Literally, it was like somebody was inside me and moved across to the other side of my butt cheek. And I'm like, what the hell? And I get some more oil, and I rub it all over where that is. And I rub it all over here. It was gone. It disappeared. So two things happened there. One, I realized for the first time after so many years that energy has its own, it's alive. It has its own intelligence. Before, when I'm healing somebody, it's like, okay, it's gone now, and I move around the body, but I'm not the body. I just feel, okay, there's some negative energy here. So for the first time, because it was in me, and because I felt that moved, that bloody moved. Now, you might think it's an entity, and it could have been, but it felt like just negative energy. It didn't feel like somebody was in there, but it felt like it moved. So, like you see on the movies, sometimes you see this entity, which is like a dark energy moving, and it really knows what it's doing. You know, it's like, this is what it felt like. So that was a revelation to me, like wow, okay. So there are some energies that actually can move around the body, and they have understanding. They have knowledge, and let's get out, let's move. So, and the second penny drop moment was the big smile on my face. The sacred oil actually bloody works. And that was so fulfilling for me. I was just like, I was so happy. And I was so excited. I think I may have made a live video straight away or the day after to tell everybody. like, you know, in that moment when it happened, I shared it with you. So like, it's been a while now, so I've forgot a lot of things that I said, but that's pretty much the gist of it. So from there, I sent about 50 bottles out. That was the next step. I didn't want to sell it. I didn't want to put it for sale. I just wanted to make sure that what I felt and what other people feel. So I sent it to a lot of practitioners, and they're going to tell me the truth. And the feedback was phenomenal. So now I'm ready to publicly sell it, and I put it out on the market, and we sold, I don't know, 3,000 bottles within a week. And they went out to healers, practitioners of different modalities. They went out to people who have retreats, clinics, and we have, like most of you already know, we have about a 80 to 90% returning client base for all our products. So it's amazing. So the sacred oil, now that you know how it's made, how I make it, all the hours that I spent on it, so many hours, so much love. And from there, we talk about now what we feel. People have given me feedback, and I'll just give you some of the feedback. So when you open the bottle, again, it's very concentrated. So 1, 2, 3, 3 drops. Rub on your hands. Breathe through the nose. Wow, that's strong. Hold 3 seconds. Blow out your mouth. Exhale for 3 seconds. You do that between 10 and 20 times when you work with this oil. Rubbing on the temples with this oil gives relief physically. Any kind of headaches, migraines, any issues in your head, any fuzziness, anything like that, just rub on your temples. My suggestion is rub it on every hour until the pain's gone. And sometimes you can have instant pain relief. Sometimes it can take a little bit of time, but just keep it going every 2 hours, okay? Now, rubbing on the temples, you've also got the spiritual aspect side of it as well. So you're actually cleansing your mind of any negative thoughts. So if you are in a very deep and dark spiritual place, then rubbing this oil here will clear any of those negative thoughts that are stuck there. Also, on a physical level, it will heal stress in the mind, any kind of tension that's going on, any emotional issues and suffering in the mind, whatever it may be. It will heal and clear that away. So if you say to yourself, what is sacred oil good for when you rub it here? It's good for the pressures of life. It clears the pressures of life, and that's kind of that says a lot about everything. So from there, if you want to cleanse and clear your third eye, you can rub it here. If you want to cleanse and clear your crown chakra, just rub up here, and that will open, and it will also protect, because this oil is a protection because of the Palo Santo, because of the sage. Sage is cleansing, and the frankincense is absolutely incredible how it brings in great energy. It's phenomenal. So when you look at that, you're clearing darkness, you're clearing any negativity whatsoever when you're working up here. Again, if you've got an issue with the throat, you rub it on your throat. It helps clear your throat. It helps you speak your truth. So it's fantastic to speak, and great for singers as well. So it's really healing there. Behind the ears is always one where I say you can hear the truth. So if you've got tinnitus, if you've got any issues with ear infection, rub at the back here of the ears and around, and you'll feel every hour, you'll feel your senses will awaken, just like these senses. The senses of your ears will heighten, so you'll hear things, but spiritually speaking, you'll hear things as well, because it's a dual energy. It's an energy of spiritual and physical. So you will hear clearly, and you will hear spirit as well. It's a really wonderful thing. Help me hear the truth. And it comes to you. It comes to you in a most amazing way. So from there we go down to the parts where I like to use this oil. If I've had a really heavy day, again, 3 more drops. If I've had a really heavy day and I've dealt with a lot of numpties and it's been a heavy day, okay, I'll rub on each shoulder, just massage both shoulders. And by doing that, it's an instant relief, and you'll feel the tension and the stress and the strain physically will ease very, very quickly. And you'll find it eases up the neck. You'll feel it easing up the neck. You can, if you want, rub at the back of the neck at the same time. So shoulders and neck, also a good thing to do. And you can follow through with self-healing as well, and that's also a double whammy. But if you're not a healer, you don't know how to heal yourself, then just do this and it will be fine. Bear in mind that when you're using this, if you're clearing tension, if you're clearing stuff, sometimes it has to come out somewhere. And it's sometimes, for me, if I'm ever doing spiritual work, it normally comes out as a headache. It's being pushed out as a headache. So you might think, oh, I've got a headache now. Oh my God, go with it. Just let that. Once that's cleared, your headaches won't be as bad ever again. You won't suffer as much from headaches because you're clearing stuff out. So, I feel it now. I feel tension in the back of my head now pushing, and that's because it's clearing the negative energy that's been stuck there from squabbles and issues and problems and worries. So it clears that out. So, what I'm saying is this oil, it really does clear negative energy out of the body temple. It does. It really, truthfully does. It's incredible. Okay, so from there, another 3 drops. If you've got any issues with the heart, you go to the heart and you rub on your heart. Okay, so the heart is the place where we need the most battery life. We need it to be the most clear and pure for the energy to flow through. If you've got any blocks, any issues, if you've got any past trauma, if you've got grief because somebody's passed away, whether it be yesterday or 20 years, you build wall around, you build a wall of, you try to protect your heart, but that actually is a negative, and that wall is actually quite a negative energy. So when you rub there, it releases that. You might feel as if you want to breathe, you might struggle a bit with your breath when you've rubbed it on, and that's good. If you've taken a deep breath, that means that the healing work's now taking place. All that negativity is pulling away now and moving away, and you can actually feel it as I can feel it now. So I feel like I want to breathe. So if I'm breathing with my breath, try to breathe with your nose and blow out through your mouth. Whenever you use the oils, try to remember to breathe through the nose and out through the mouth in that process. You will heal far more quicker. So what this is doing, it's a release, but it's also giving you a form of protection. So again, fantastic to use in the morning, fantastic to use in the afternoon, fantastic to use in the evening. I'll mention coming to the evening maybe a bit later if I remember, but rubbing that on here, you'll find that it'll clear toxins, it'll clear anything from the chest that you have trouble with breathing, any issues with your heart, it heals and strengthens. So fantastic for blood pressure, fantastic for just about everything. If you believe that you are suffering from an attachment, there is no greater oil than this oil. If you rub it there, you will feel an instant relief. And if there is anything, it will move, it will shoot, and you'll follow it around your body and just rub it all over your body till whatever the attachment is. It does not like sage, it does not like Palo Santo, and it does not like frankincense. So you rub that on and you're fighting, you'll clear it away very quick. So bear that in mind. If you are a sensitive soul, this oil is perfect for you. It builds your inner strength. It builds the warrior. It helps you speak your truth, feel your truth, and be your truth. You stand in your ground, and you will feel grounded when you wear this. It's like a coat of armor. It's so precious to me. It's so precious to my clients. So just bear that in mind, okay? Now, last of all, the stomach area. It's normally the area where we hold a lot of burden, but bearing in mind that your stomach, you go to the back because the stomach here is kind of midway, so you want to get the back area as well, so you're getting the front and back of the stomach inside. So again, you'll get 3 drops and rub on your hands to your belly, and from your belly go round to your back and rub all over your back, up and down, and all over your belly. That is an instant relief from anybody who suffers with IBS, anybody who suffers with stomach irritation, and also if you're protecting your stomach from negative energy and you're going outside, then just get a little bit on the fingers and rub it into the belly button. It's a great protection as well. So when you rub on the back, as I said, it's very closely linked to the cleansing because of the Palo Santo. But like I said, this is a deeper, this tackles so much more on a spiritual level. So bear in mind that a lot of healers need to rub oil on their back, not only to protect, but to cleanse. This is a perfect oil for cleansing and being strong after any healing session. Like I said, I dealt with a very really challenging healing session. And what I felt I picked up, that was pretty powerful stuff to clear it away. So for me, there is no maybe not. I knew at that moment that this oil is fantastic. So just bear that in mind. I think that's it really. I just think to myself, it's probably the go-to for any real dark issues that you've got, any real major severe issues, mind, body, and spirit. So if you've got children who are going through real rage, real anger issues, if you've got children who might have ADHD, and that you just need to give them something that brings back balance and calmness again. Every hour, you just rub some on the temples, on their heart, and instinctively follow the intuition where you think you need to put the oil, and just keep using it. And if people are going through trauma, one of the things that people are saying is that a lot of my clients are saying, who are practitioners, that they use it on people who are moving into the light. They're using it on people who are in severe issues, problems, real severe stuff. And also if they're going through attachments, any kind of dark entity, energies, demonic, they'll use this oil. They'll use it on their clients and put it where they feel they need to go. And they also say they use it on themselves. So the protection of you and also using it and your healing technique is a beautiful combination. So that's why it's called sacred oil. It is sacred. It really is. The 3 come together to create one incredible energy. So a lot of people have been asking as well, since I've done these 4 videos now, is there going to be another special offer on? Well, I had a special offer on for a long time, and that's because we have a lot of oils that we make. I make the oils, and then that batch is just about ready to go, and I'll do a special offer to clear them and to create a new lot of oils, which I've just done. So we've got now about 150 bottles, 10 bottles of each oils, which I've just made. So I can't really do an offer, a big offer, but I can do a good offer, an offer that you're going to be really happy with, okay? And that is all my brand new oils, the ones with the abundant soil, which now has 24 karat gold leaf. All of those oils, all 10 of them, I'll put a link below for you, and I'll do them at the best price I can right now. Okay, and I'm going to dedicate 50 bottles That's it, 50 bottles at this price. So it'll be one link below, and it's only for you guys on YouTube. So I'll just give you the link, and you just click on the link, and hopefully 50 of you will get all 10 bottles from today. And good luck with that. So that's it really. That's I guess video 4 of my beautiful oils, and sacred oil is in my heart one of my go-to oils. I absolutely love it. If I was a full-time healer now and there was any really heavy duty issues with dark energies, anything that I need to protect myself with, if I'm in an environment where I'm not happy, I would use this oil. If I needed to do some really heavy cleansing and clearing as a healer, I would use this oil. It would be the oil I would use for myself and for my clients. And if I've just been in a bad situation where I've been attacked emotionally or physically, if anything majorly bad happens, I would always reach for this beautiful sacred oil. So that's it. So one link below, that is for this special offer to you. I hope you appreciate it. It's a huge discount, so I hope you appreciate it. And have a great day. Till tomorrow, take care. Bye for now.